Marine Le Pen, defying the odds and the critics. Now she heads to a May 7th face-off with a centrist candidate without any party affiliation called Emmanuel Macron. So, could a Le Pen win signal the end of the European Union? Joining us right now to talk about this, author, political commentator Mark Stein, who happens to also be a great singer, although this will not be a musical version of your insight. But, Mark, how significant is this runoff?
Oh, it's pretty significant. For the first time in the history of the Fifth Republic, neither of the main left-wing or right-wing parties made it into the second round of the election. Marine Le Pen from the National Front Party basically won the entire eastern half of the country, from the Belgian border all the way down to the Mediterranean. That would have astonished any French commentator 20 years ago. And the socialist president, not only could he not even run again, he was so unpopular, Monsieur Hollande, but his party was so toxic that his guy got 7%, and he was forced to put up this stealth candidate, which is what Monsieur Macron is, basically. So he's the establishment guy disguising himself as some kind of centrist independent, independent centrist, centrist independent, centrist independent.
Right. So Le Pen distancing himself from her radical dad, says they're not speaking anymore, and she did take some contributions from the Russian government or a Russian company that's somehow affiliated with Vladimir Putin. That doesn't make me comfortable. However, the people of France are rallying around the independent candidate who no one really knows much about, who has no experience at 39 years old. All we know is that he married his teacher.
Yeah, that's right. It's like the Manchurian Candidate if the Angela Lansbury character was actually married to her son, the Lawrence Harvey character. That's what's going on there. I mean, he's invented this movement called En Marche, which is even more vapid than hope and change. It basically means forward, onward, over the cliff, deeper into the swamp. And he doesn't have a party, so we don't even know whether he'll be a lame duck guy from the word go. We have no idea what the parliamentary elections are going to give him to work with. But everybody in the establishment, within 90 seconds of the poll closing, everybody from this absurd Monsieur Junckers, the guy who's purports to be president of Europe, all congratulated him. So the so-called radical centrist is in fact backed by all the Euro establishment who've helped get France into this mess.
Mark, what's consistent? What's consistent with Brexit, Donald Trump, and the merger of Le Pen? I'm not saying they're all going to be great leaders or great moves. These are the people defying the polls and what the experts tell them they should be doing.
Right. And what you should always look at, Brian, is the trend. And the trend in the UK, the US, and now France is that the divide is increasingly between all the clever people who meet at Davos and the international summits every year and figure they've got it sorted out if only the grunting masses would go along with it, and an ever greater proportion of the masses who basically, whether they're French or British or American, disagree with this one-size-fits-all globalism. And that trend did better than it's ever done in France yesterday.
And I'll really simplify it. It's the cool guys and the cool people in the world think they know more, and for the first time the masses say, we don't care what you think, we don't want to be your friends, we're going to call our own shots, and the cool people can't handle it. Thanks so much, Mark Stein.
Right. Thanks a lot, Brian.
All right.